And do you think, I think the things we went through, I'm sure you've told your girls, listen to your gut.
Yeah, 100%.
If you feel like something's not right,
Yep.
there's when you hear an alarm, like a fire truck go down the street or an ambulance, and your heart kind of drops and you think, oh, who's that? What's happening?
Yep.
That same feeling when you are at a party, when you are in college or wherever you are in high school or whatever in your 20s, that you can go, oh, I got to get out of here.
I know what that is.
I know what that is, and I don't feel right. And to have the guts to say, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, yeah.
Because there's so many things that, it's in the past, but I'm fine with it now. But I look back and think, oh my gosh, I had so many things that I did wrong. And I don't want my children to go through that, but I know they're going to, we all have to go through that.
Yeah. So to an extent,
yeah. And you just have to reconcile all that. But I tell mine, listen to your gut.
And I tell mine, choose your friends wisely and then listen to them. Because sometimes they're not in you seeing what, they see you have an outside perspective. And if you choose them well, then they're worth listening to. If you choose a friend that drains you of your energy, makes you feel unsure or unsafe when you're with them, not unsafe and like they're going to hurt me, but like, is she telling the truth?
Right.
Is she manipulating
me? She have your best
me?
interest.
Exactly. What's going on here? Yesterday, this was okay. Today, it's not okay. Now you're screwing with me. Like, choose a solid person. Doesn't have to be more than one or two. And that's who you go to sometimes outside yourself for a barometer. If she's saying, hey, I don't think he's a good guy, you should listen to that. It's the same as your gut. You've placed a person to help you with your gut. If I have a gut feeling about this guy, what do you think? If they agree with you, buddy, don't doubt it for a second. That's what I've told my kids.
Yeah.
Because when you're young and you have that gut instinct, it's so real, but sometimes it's really scary to trust it, because now you're the odd man out. Now you're the outsider. Now you're the problem person. Now you're making noise, whatever. And it's always good to have another person that you can go, do you think this is maybe not cool? Okay, then let's.
Yeah. You need to be around people with some sense.
So true. With some sense. Yeah.
You need people with sense.
Yeah.
And I look back on it, and my husband, when I met him, I think I had been through so much with that other one that did not have sense, that I think, and put me through so much, that I looked at him and I thought he's got sense.
Yeah.
Like I could have children with him.
Yeah, yeah.
I look back on it, and you talking about God's protection. I'm not anymore. I don't ovulate anymore, but I could have had 15 children. I've always been able to get pregnant easy. Praise God, breastfeed, all that.
Yep.
I've got a strong constitution.
Fertile
my body's
myrtle.
been a strong, and I've abused my body eating white flour and sugar, and I shouldn't have, because it's been good to me. But I never got pregnant with that first husband, and I never did anything to prevent a pregnancy, and I really did not need to have children with him, and that was God's protection over me. So when I saw when I was dating my husband, and he kept pursuing me. And I thought, one of the things that attracted me to him is I thought, he's got sense.
Yeah.
And he has always been a sounding board to go, we don't need to be doing that.
Yeah.
I was so erratic and lost and just flailing and didn't have there was a lot of things that had happened in my childhood where I just didn't have that strong foundation like that I should have. And then, I met him. I had these precious children. And at 38, when I was telling you, we were living in Texas, and I went to a therapist who I'd put up against anybody.
Yeah.
He was a big old Dr. Phil kind of man, Clifton. And I was 38 years old. And he said, when women get through raising when their babies are not in diapers and you can finally put your head up, you start reevaluating things. That was a big year for me. And I wanted to be a comedian, and I was really trying, and I was going to some festivals, and I was, going back and forth to clubs and all of that. But he really helped me to forgive myself for a lot of stupid mess that I was holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like my life before I was 38 and my life after I was 38 in that moment, in those sessions with him. And after that, it was like, you can't make me make a bad decision.